I just fell into the coaching part. I mean, I wrestled since I was 11. Like, everyone was trying to get into MMA when the big explosion happened in Liverpool, especially like the CFC show. I mean, I was the first fight on that, but after that I was like injured or I was working, whatever, and it didn't really appear on them for a while. But like, people who wanted to learn was like, a lot of people coming to me, and then people offered me to do classes, and then I was getting money to do it. It was to me to ask for things. A lot of the time when people were saying, I'm fighting this type of guy, I'm fighting this, what would to do? And a lot of people, even like the darker side of things, people were having straighteners with other people, and they'd say, oh, come and teach me a bit of that, because he doesn't know that, he's just a boxer. Stuff like that. It was just, people asked me to, and I was just there, and I just said yeah. I mean, it's nerve-wracking for me. So I don't really get nervous for fights now, so that's like, even when I did, it's not as nerve-wracking as someone else, because you're not in control, you are when you do it. I mean, it's proud when they win, but a proud moment, I save it. I don't even think for a second, yeah, I'm so proud of them, I never do that, never stand back until after the fight, then I let them know. I don't like putting fighters on the chopping block, I don't like them putting them up to be shot down and that, so I always make sure they're totally ready. But with them nerves, I mean, it makes when they do win, I mean, ratio's good, they do win more than they lose, so it makes that even 10 times better. But it's like, when they lose, and especially young Terry who teach, he had a fight in Wavertree, and it was a tournament, he got to the final, and he blatantly won the last fight, blatantly won it, but it went to the decision, and they gave it to the other guy, and it was the worst thing I've ever seen. But that like just killed me.
I started MMA because I got bullied when I was a kid. From about 13, I got assaulted in nearly never came back, you see. So I thought, I had enough of this and all that, so I went for it, just started the club at the Faulkner free fight gym. Just got battered everywhere by all the doormen who came in, but little gym rat that I am, just stuck in there, got pounded every day, and stayed there continuously, and eventually moved on to other martial arts, ballet tudo, submission wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai boxing, a lot. And from me, it was a natural progression. It went from grappling to striking, and then combining the whole thing. And it's led me now to going on to train with many different people all over the country, and even train internationally with the likes of Mike Bisping, Czech Congo, and Rampage Jackson. What a character! And that's about it. And I'm still going to strong today at 20, from starting when I was 13. I believe that if you're a true fighter, you don't really need a mental preparation, or you don't need to feel hatred or anger or whatever to fight someone. If you love doing what if you love training, if you like going into the gym and you feel great doing it, then what's the difference in going into a cage in front of a couple of 100,000, like how close to 1,000 people, and fighting in front of them? It's no different than when you meet fighting with a stranger in the gym, I say. It's just be calm and just enjoy the ride. Yeah, enjoy it, embrace the moment. Don't be like a little wuss going, oh, I hate fighting, I don't like this. Be a man and just do it. I'd fight anyone. You stick a man in front of me who's my weight, and you give me time to prepare, I'll fight him. I'll fight Mike Tyson if he was my weight. I'd actually like to say Chuck Liddell. I know I've got the mohawk and all that. I just love to knock Chuck out. I love him to death, but he's got to go down.
If someone wants to take up MMA, I'd tell them to get into something pure first. You can have a full and solid MMA career based on just freestyle wrestling and boxing, because you need something standing on your feet. Because when you're at your most tired as well and you're on your feet, the only thing you can do is throw a jab. That's the only thing you can do. So you need to know how to box, all sorts of footwork to get away from people who are dangerous, and then learn how to wrestle, freestyle wrestling. I'm not saying BJJ, because you can't have a full career just doing BJJ or just submission. You do need to know how to take people down, or more importantly, stop getting taken down. So you've got two options. First thing my students learn off the back is how to get back up. That's the first thing I teach. So that's another thing as well. They fight someone who's a better grappler, they don't want to be matching submissions with them. So I want to teach them how to get up. It's the same, I don't want them boxing with people who are better. So I want them to be able to take them down. The style I teach is from everything. It's from everything, just the best of everything, all the most effective parts. And again, the main bits are to be able to stop getting taken down, to take your opponent down, and just to not get tapped.
My main idol is, I'd say, Dave Faulkner, my main trainer. He's my main idol that I'd look up for too, not just that, he's like a brother to us. Before I started MMA, I was the big nerdish kid who was shy of everybody. If I were talking to you now when I never started MMA, I'd be like this. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. How are you there, my friend? But now I feel confident in myself, and I don't seek the approval of many people out there. I just look at people. I just feel great as a person. I make myself a target. I sometimes actually make myself a target. I'm a big nerd, maybe, like I've said before. I mean, I still play on my PlayStation probably more than any little kid does. I collect games, and used to collect about it 2 or 3 years ago. I was still collecting comics. You know what I mean? So I don't care what people think of us, but if they say, do you think you're a bit weird as a person? I may be weird, but I'm happy.
The people, a lot of them have grown, especially, again, I'll mention Teddy. Teddy used to have a lot of problems in school, only because based on, he had just had a few difficulties in just picking stuff up and learning throughout school, and you know, kids are horrible and they pick up on stuff like that, and he had a terrible time throughout school because he'd been training me since he was 13, and he told me straight away what his problems were. Well, those problems he undersold them, but it was other people who told me what it was like, so I kept him there, and I was rough with him. I mean, I was tough on him all the time, but not too much, just the right amount, and he kept coming, and people would come and go to my class, and he stayed throughout it. And then one day, I changed premise a few times. One day, he just started taking people down and tapping people out. Just one day, I think it was when he was around 15, he just started being one of the ringers in the class. And he went in on his last day of sixth form, or a few days before the end of sixth form. There's these particular 4 lads who were giving him trouble, and he battered the 4 of them. And I was really made up, and I didn't know about it. He was just happy one day and came out of his shell a bit more. He was the first to come into my class, and he's still here today, and is the biggest change.
Training minds and bodies, MMA is more than a brutal sport. It can change lives. But with the brutality and commitment to the sport, we've got to ask, is it all worth it?
Oh yeah. There are times when it's brought heartache on myself sometimes, your friends saying, do you want to come out, and I have to turn it down because I'll be training, and just being an average kid. But if it came to doing this, I'd do it next. If I had to do the struggle all over again, from starting from scratch and going on to being who I am today, I'd do it without a second thought. Absolutely. And I encourage anyone else to just do it. That's it. Yeah.
It's definitely worth it. It's stuff like that, stuff like helping Teddy, helping young kids who haven't got confidence, they might be getting bullied a bit, but they don't ever tell you. It's something I can see to spot now as well. And I do take a little bit of extra time with them and stuff, and then before you know it, they're beating up them kids and they come out of the shell. So stuff like that is much better. That's much more rewarding. And at the end of the day, when I'm an old man, I'll be able to, kids being up at my door, hopefully I should, do you remember tell us about when you fought years ago when you done this? And it's just good. So it's good to have a mixed bag of happenings as well. It's just nice to have stories to tell people, to know that if I did write an autobiography, it would be boring. Stuff like that. And that's not saying I'm going to, but I probably will. But that's all it is. It's the stories and the memories that just is what you're ending for, really. And they've all been good up to now anyway.